My name is Tiffany Tatsumi. As mentioned, I'm the manager of university programs at the SOA and really, oversee generally our university and academic related initiatives. And so those include those that serve universities, university faculty, and university students. So I'm pleased to introduce you to the Society of Actuaries and our university recognition programs. So be sure to make note of any questions you might have so that we can get through those at Q&A time as well. So the Society of Actuaries, or SOA, is a membership organization for actuaries dedicated to education, research, and the profession. As of year-end 2022, we had over 32,600 member actuaries and over 32,300 candidates pursuing a designation. You can see a breakdown of these numbers by region on the chart featured here. As you can see, most of our members and candidates are located in the United States. However, we are seeing growth in other markets. Our programs and services are supported by paid staff like me of over 140 and over 4,500 actuary volunteers. So we couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. This is a brief look at the SOA pathway to associateship, or the ASA designation. What I'd like to point out here are the items in blue, which are exams, and the items in green, which are validation by educational experience, or VEE topics. The exams are financial mathematics, FM, probability, P, fundamentals of actuarial mathematics, FAM, statistics for risk modeling, SRM, advanced long-term actuarial mathematics, ALTAM, advanced short-term actuarial mathematics, ASTAM, and predictive analytics, PA. There are 3 VEE topics, and those are economics, accounting and finance, and mathematical statistics. So exams are typically administered at testing centers, and VEE credit may be attained via university coursework or other alternate options. Now, I mentioned these 2 categories as these are what we look at when we make assessments for our university recognition programs. The SOA has 3 university recognition tiers, and they are University Earned Credit, UEC, Centers of Actuarial Excellence, CAE, and universities and colleges with actuarial programs. That one's a long one, so we shorten that to UCAP. These distinctions allow prospective students to learn more about universities engaged in actuarial science so that they can make an informed decision about where they would like to study for university. But these tiers also recognize universities' achievements toward providing outstanding education and support to future actuaries and to their communities. So over the next few slides, I'll describe each tier in more detail, and we'll start from the top tier and work our way down. First, we'll talk about UEC. The University Earned Credit, or UEC program, is the highest tier of university recognition that the SOA offers. It allows university students the opportunity to earn credit for SOA exams by attaining a required score on university coursework at Centers of Actuarial Excellence, CAE. Participating in a UEC-approved course does not guarantee that a student will earn credit. They still must achieve a minimum required score in each course to earn credit for that corresponding SOA exam. A comprehensive evaluation process ensures that UEC-approved courses and exams meet the high standards for the program. So this includes having held CAE status for at least 2 years, close vetting of course syllabi and exams, working closely with an external examiner before, during, and after each approved course each semester, and hosting the SOA for a site visit every 3 years. The university's curriculum must cover at least 85% of the SOA exam curriculum to be approved for that exam, and there are also limits to the number of courses that can be used to contribute to that coverage. At least 80% of grading points for each course must be based on in-person proctored exams, with at least 50% of grading points based on a comprehensive final exam. An external examiner is assigned to each UEC university to oversee the administration of courses, exams, and procedures. External examiners are SOA volunteers local to the university who have agreed to closely vet the program throughout the academic year. The external examiner and an assigned university accreditation actuary, which is an actuary who is on faculty at the university and is in charge of maintaining the UEC program on the university side, must be in continuous contact with the SOA so that we can ensure the proper level of quality is maintained. There are currently 18 CAE universities that are approved to administer UEC. We currently hold one UEC application cycle per year. The Centers of Actuarial Excellence, or CAE program, allows universities and colleges with outstanding actuarial programs the opportunity to be recognized for that achievement. The CAE program was designed to meet certain objectives related to the actuarial field and profession, and they are to strengthen the position of the academic branch of the profession, to enhance actuarial research and intellectual capital development, to encourage universities to play an integral role in advancing actuarial knowledge, and to build connections between the profession and top-tier actuarial programs and faculty. To qualify for CAE, a university must participate in a comprehensive program review and site visit. During this review, the university must demonstrate that they meet 8 rigorous criteria displayed here. They must have an actuarial science program and major, cover at least 80% of the learning objectives for at least 5 specific SOA exams in all 3 VEE topics, graduate an average of at least 10 students per year, maintain a faculty team that is sufficient in both quantity and quality, which includes having actuaries on staff, produce high-quality graduates that pass SOA exams and secure actuarial employment, have proper business and communications courses integrated into the curriculum, be closely connected to industry, and produce research and participate in activities that contribute to the actuarial profession. CAEs are subject to a review and site visit every 5 years and annual reports during each year in between to ensure that our standards are maintained. As you can see, this is a very high bar for universities and actuarial programs to meet, which is why we use it as a minimum requirement for participation in our UEC program. There are currently 39 universities approved for CAE, and we currently hold 2 CAE application cycles per year. The universities and colleges with actuarial programs, or UCAP list, looks exclusively at curriculum. UCAP universities do not need to have an official or formal program to qualify or meet other criteria as described for UEC and CAE. The application process considers individual course syllabi and compares them to SOA learning objectives to ensure that most topics are covered. And we also consider VEE. There are 2 tiers to UCAP. The UCAP Advanced Curriculum, or UCAP AC, requires coverage of at least 4 SOA exams, with at least one of those being ALTAM or ASTAM. Those are more actuarial in nature, and approved courses for all 3 VEE topics. UCAP Introductory Curriculum, or UCAP IC, requires coverage for at least 2 SOA exams and approved courses for at least 1 VEE topic. There are currently 289 universities approved for UCAP, and of this total, there are 101 UCAP AC and 188 UCAP IC universities. We accept UCAP applications on a rolling basis and have dedicated staff to assist with the application process. The UCAP application is simple and can be submitted online at your own pace. The brief application form will ask for your university general details and contact information, along with what levels of courses your university administers. So, for example, undergraduate versus master's, what VEE topics your university covers, which SOA exam learning objectives are covered and by which courses, and including syllabi for any courses identified. So for assistance with UCAP application process, you can send an email to my team at ucap@soa.org. Now, I wanted to leave you with a little bit of information about specifically Africa. So I've gathered some statistics to share with you. So there are 2 universities located in Northeast Africa, in Egypt, that are approved for UCAP. Cairo University, and the American University in Cairo are each approved for UCAP AC status. As a reminder, the VEE topics include economics, accounting and finance, and mathematical statistics. And I'm pleased to say that there are 25 universities in Africa with at least one course approved for at least one of these VEE topics. That means that students participating in certain courses at these universities have the opportunity to earn VEE credit on the SOA pathway. You can see a breakdown of the number of universities approved for VEE by country here. Faculty or students can apply to have their university courses reviewed for VEE. So by virtue of being on the VEE list, we know that there is or has been some interest by at least one student or faculty member at the university, but we can't be sure about the other resources or support that they have for actuarial students. So while I am encouraged by the number of VEE universities in Africa, I would love to see more universities join the UCAP program. Applying for UCAP status is a good first step for universities that may be interested in CAE or UEC in the future. Gives you visibility to university programs, which can help with recruiting efforts. And there are other benefits that include access to student data, email communication from the SOA, and certain student reimbursement benefits related to exams, study materials, and actuarial events. So I would love to get in touch if you're interested to have your university be considered for UCAP or CAE recognition, and I'm more than happy to assist you with starting an application. You can connect with my team at one of the following email addresses. You can find my personal email address on the SOA website, and I'll also put it in the chat. I appreciate your time, and I'm so happy to answer any questions you may have about the SOA and our recognition process, keeping also in mind the timing on the schedule. So I will let somebody tell me if I have any time for questions, and thank you.
Yeah, we can take like a minute for any question. But in the meantime, does this mean that you must do VEE first before you go to UCAP, or what's the process?
Sure. Yeah. So VEE and UCAP, what we suggest is that either a university has applied for VEE in the past, or if you're very new to this, you say, my university has some courses, but none of them are recognized with the SOA. UCAP can be your first starting point, and we can assist you through the VEE application process as well. The VEE administrator sits under my department in education as well. So I do have resources and some like how-to guides on how to navigate UCAP and VEE, if that'll be helpful to any of our faculty members, and I'm happy to share that. But the short answer is all universities, no matter what recognition tier they are seeking to attain, VEE must be a part of that, but we can help you through that process.